Hi, my name is Atani Numan Jahangir. I am an advocate at Lahore High Court, Lahore. My contact number is +92 324 413 9397. As you know that most of the time I make videos and post the same relating to Pakistani laws and courts. Last time we were on reading the Pakistan Penal Code and we were on section 20. We had to read the next section from the section 22, and today is the turn of section 21. So let's start. Section 21 of Pakistan Penal Code is relating to public servant. The words public servant denote a person falling under any of the description hereinafter following, namely: first is amended, second, clause second of the section 21. Every commissioned officer in the military, naval, or air forces of Pakistan while serving under the federal government or any provincial government will be called the public servant. Third, every judge. Fourth, every officer of court of justice whose duty it is as such officer to investigate or to report or any matter of law or fact or to make, authenticate or keep any document or to take charge or dispose of any property or to execute any judicial process or to administer any oath or to interpret or to preserve order in the court, and every person specially authorized by court of justice to perform any such duties. Means any officer in the court in the officer in the court of justice will also be considered a public servant, and the description of which I of the roles of which I have discussed in this subsection. Subsection 5th of section 21. Every juryman, assessor, or member of panchayat assisting a court of justice or public servant. Sixth, every arbitrator or other person to whom any cause or matter has been referred for decision or report by any court of justice or by any other competent public authority. Seventh, every person who holds any office by virtue of which he is empowered to place or keep any person in confinement. Example, police. Eighth, every person of the government whose duty it is as such officer to prevent offences, to give information of offences, to bring offenders to justice, or to protect the public health, safety, or convenience. Means so any officer to prevent offences, give information of offences, to bring offenders to justice, or protect the health. All these duties, every any officer will have who will perform all these duties will also be considered the public servant, which can also include the police person working in the criminal justice system or in health department, etc. Ninth, every officer whose duty it is as such officer to take, receive, keep, or expend any property on behalf of the government, or to make any survey, assessment, or contract on behalf of the government, or to execute any revenue process, or to investigate or to report on any matter affecting the pecuniary interest of the government, or to make, authenticate, or keep any document relating to the pecuniary interest of the government, or to prevent the infraction infraction and act of breaking a rule of law, or to prevent the infraction of any law for the protection of the pecuniary interest of the government, and every officer in the service or pay of the government or remunerated by fees or commission for the performance of the public duty will consider to be public servant. 10th, every officer whose duty uh, nine, the example of ninth is Tahsildar, Revenue Officer, etc. Officer of the Inland Revenue Service, IRS. 10th, every officer whose duty it is as such officer to take, receive, keep, or expend any property, to make any survey or assessment or to levy any rate or tax for any secular common purpose of any village, town, or district, or to make, authenticate, or keep any document for the ascertaining of the rights of the people of any village, town, or district is considered a public servant. 11th. Every person who holds any office in virtue of which he is empowered to prepare, publish, maintain, or revise an electoral roll or to conduct an election or part of an election will be considered a public servant. Means every person who helps in the conduction of the election is considered public servant. Illustration: a municipal commissioner is a public servant. Explanation: 1. Persons falling under any of the above descriptions are public servants, whether appointed by government or not. Got it? Explanation number 2. Wherever the words public servant occur, they shall be understood of every person who is in actual possession of the situation. Wherever the words public servant occur, they shall be understood of every person who is in actual possession of situation of public servant, whatever legal defect there may be in his right to hold that situation. Wherever the words public servant occur, they shall be understood of every person who is in actual possession of the situation of a public servant, whatever legal defect there may be in his right to hold that situation. Means any public servant who will have the situation of a public servant and whatever legal defect there may be in his right to hold that situation. Means no matter how much legal defect there would be, he would be in the capacity to hold the situation of public servant will be considered a public servant. Explanation number 3. The word election denotes an election for the purpose of selecting members of any legislative, municipal, or other public authority, or whatever character the method of selection to which is by or under any law prescribed as by election. So today I have read the section 21 of Pakistan Penal Code. This is the sweating which is happening because I have turned off my cooler because it makes a lot of noise, and so many people has asked me to use the microphone in order to deal with the noise of the cooler. But from tomorrow I will not be I will not. I am not going to turn off the air cooler. Rather, I will start and make the video in that, because when in this summer cooler remains off, then I feel very warm, and it is very difficult. It becomes very difficult for me to read the code. So this is it just for today, and the rest of the sections we will read tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time, and bye.